90 Wagon Master here. All right, so Klondike Mike emailed me and said that he was going to recap a CA72 and was wondering if I could spread a little light on the situation and maybe show the amplifier board in here and see how the component layout was. So I'm going to do that. Now, one would think, like with most all power mics that I've ever seen, the amplifier is going to be in the base here. And when he asked me to get a shot of that, I'm thinking, well, that's just a little tiny amplifier board. If I remember right, there's really nothing on there. But I looked at the schematic and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, it's a little more than that. So here's what I'm going to do. You can take a screenshot of that if you'd like. So there's your schematic layout. I'm trying to hold it still. The actual amplifier board is in the head, behind the element, in the head of the microphone. So what we have here is we have a, oh my gosh, let me get a pointer of some kind. And I'm going to do the best I can with this. So there's a 1 microfarad at 50 volt cap. What is that? Another 1 microfarad at 50 volts right there. Let's see, what is that? I'm having a hard time reading this and holding the camera at the same time. Another 1 microfarad at 50 volts. Or you can refer back to the schematic to make sure that's correct. This one was kind of a tall one here, so let's kind of bend it back. And what do we have here? .33 microfarad at 25 volts. And I'll bend that back so I don't forget. Okay. And let's see, what do we have over here? Come on. Focus. My camera's having a hard time to focus. Anyway, there we are. What is that? 10 microfarad, 35 volt. I'm going to assume this other one is as well. Anyway there, Klondike, I hope that helps you between what I've just showed you here and the schematic layout. I'm hoping that helps. Here's a view of the back of the board. And yeah, that's a really interesting design. I'm actually glad I took this apart because I just didn't really pay no mind to it. 10 microfarad, 35 volts. I think that's another, yeah, 1 microfarad at 50. And let's see what this last one is here, if I can get this in the light and get my camera to work properly. Anyway, that's it right there. So Klondike, I hope this helps you. Little dynamic element there in a rubber donut. And this was kind of hard to pick out of there, actually. So this was in there pretty good. This is a very interesting design and a very gainy microphone. This microphone has just tons of gain to it, tons of audio. This thing will drive pretty much any radio, even the worst, deadest radio you own. Hook one of these up to it and it will wake it up. All right, let's put it back together. So basically you just wrap it back up in the foam and stuff it back in the head. The amplifier board, that is. And you press the little donut back in there. And this dynamic element is mounted inside this little rubber donut here. A little piece of protective foam. Let's put the bezel on. Bezel just goes over the top like so. Okay, and then there's the assembled head. That went back together pretty good. Now, because I started here at the base, I still have to put the base back together, so we'll take a look and I'll show you guys what's inside that. Okay, so here's the base, here's the PTT button, here's the lockdown lever right here. We have like a little junction board here. This is the 9-volt battery assembly in this little box right here, which is kind of cool. There's nothing inside there other than just the 9-volt battery. Positive and negative wires are coming up. Goes to this little tab here on the PC board. Come on. Okay. And then the positive, that was the negative, I'm sorry. And then the positive is right here. And this junction from here goes up to the microphonium amplifier. This is a cable for the gain control. And I don't know what value that is up here. Let's find out here. There you go. Little piece of glass tape. Boy, you don't see that stuff anymore, really, do you? And then there's the volume potentiometer. And then, of course, the leads to the little leaf switch assembly here. Okay, guys. Klondike, I hope this helps you out a little bit. And I really like this microphone. I was actually going to get rid of it. But I'm going to acquire a Cobra 2000, and I'm still sticking with my original theory was this microphone was, in my opinion, or my theory is, this microphone was the one that you should have used with the Cobra 2000 bass. It seems to be a really high-end microphone, you know, cast metal piece here. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Turners. I mean, nobody would make anything like this nowadays. Nobody. There's no way. And if they did, you know, the materials that they used in this thing, that'd probably be like a $400 microphone. It's just crazy. All right, guys, there you go. The Cobra CA72 internal look. Thanks for watching. Please leave questions or comments down below.